Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Show. I'm your host, Fred Y, baby. Alright, now, if y'all been following me, y'all know I just got finished playing some Shaq Fu on the PlayStation 4. Now, 4 games came out today, the Shaq Fu, Vampyr, Somerset, and Onrush. So, on my second stream for the day, I'm playing some Vampyr on the PlayStation 4 Pro. But before I start to do anything, I got some 411 to drop on you. You dig?
If you would like to know what hardware and software we use to do our streams, you need help with starting up a stream of your own, or if you would like to share play one of the many titles that we currently own, head over to the website, log in and become a member, and click on the live stream tab in the upper right hand corner. There you will find all the information that you need to know.
Alright, man, so without further ado, let's get into some gameplay of Vampyr on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh no. My bad. So, if you are a Gamer Show's website member and a subscriber and a follow of this channel, and you are a Patreon donator, you can share play over the 600 titles that we currently do have right now. More is to come. I just got NBA 2K19, so for all you basketball fans out there, the whole list is on our website, so you can go through there and check out to see what we have to offer. Do that. And NBA 2K19 is not on there because I just seen that they had it reservable on PSN store, so I went on ahead and got that too. You cut the music because to y'all hold on. I'll be right back.
Dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending. Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Alright, I had to go to the front door for a second. So I don't know what the hell happened.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Everything will be fine again.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Mary. Mary. No. 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 It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me.
Over there! There's one of them!
No! No! Don't shoot!
This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! There's one of them. No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Get back in the grave!
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing! Over there! Fuck!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast!
Doesn't like burning, does it?
Sorry.
Look at it! Vicious
No,
bugger!
please, stop!
Doesn't like fire, does it?
Who are you?
Fuck, it's fast!
What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide.
Right now!
Let me go! I need to find shelter. It's locked. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible. Who's there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
I'll be right back. Let me check on something. All right, I'm back. Let me get with Real Doc real quick. Hold on, y'all. Sorry for holding y'all up, man. What up, Doc? Yo.
All right, 1 second, man. I was listening to some Juice.
Hey, can you hear me? Two. I'm gonna have to restart my PlayStation because I don't know why be acting funny sometimes. Don't drink and drive. Let me see if my mic working now. But yo, if you are Patreon donator and subscriber to the show, man, you can share play any of the 600 titles that we currently have. Two. Yo.
Yo,
What's up with you? Hey, damn, I was seeing if you want to share play this Vampyr.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm down.
All right, let me hand it to you.
I heard about that.
Well, 4 games came out today.
Somebody was playing it on 4?
Yeah, Jack Fu, Vampyr, Somerset, and On Rush. I'm gonna pass you the controller. I'm eating right now. You can start a new game too.
All right, it's called
Yeah.
Vampyr.
All right, I handed you the. Yeah, let the folks know where to find you at Real.
It's just twitch.tv/the real YDOC, youtube.com/the real YDOC, soundcloud.com/the real YDOC. Everything is the real YDOC. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat. I don't really use Snapchat though.
Yeah, I
But
wish him a
yeah,
happy
just hit me
belated
up.
birthday.
I'm on Twitter too. I just got a Twitter. Oh yeah. Thanks, man.
How was your
Appreciate
birthday,
it.
man?
I feel old. It was good. I just spent some time with my grandparents and some family and friends and stuff. Cavs won. Well, they lost both of their games against Golden State, but when it was around my birthday time, they were still playing Boston, so they won that game. So that was a good birthday gift, I guess. I just been working, trying to get my stream off the ground. Trying to get in the Twine Peaks on Fortnite as well. So if anybody needs to get into Twine Peaks or Canny Valley, I charge like 100 sturdy mechanical parts. So if you guys want to get dropped off in Canny Valley or Twine, it's 100 sturdy for Canny. I'm trying to get some Shadow Shard if you guys have any for Twine Peaks taxis. But yeah, I can taxi you guys. Just I don't know if you want me to continuing, like if you get taxied once by me and you want me to continue like taxiing you, you're gonna have to follow my Twitch. So that's the only thing that I ask. But I can do that. Just the price is 100 sturdy mechanical parts currently.
I gave you the controller, Real.
All right. I gotta finish this one quest real quick. It should only be like 6 minutes. Actually, like 3 minutes. And somebody just shot the balloon out of the air. But this will be the last mission before I unlock the last place on Fortnite.
Shaq Fu froze up on me, man.
Oh, I saw Shaq Fu.
Yeah, that joint froze up on me.
Wasn't that like originally a game from the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember seeing that at a yard sale, I think, forever ago.
I mean, it was horrible when it came out.
It's when he had that. It's when he had that movie Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was one of my favorite movies.
Shazam?
Like my friends used to dog on me. They were like, "Bro, that's the corniest movie ever." I was like, "I like it."
Yeah, you know, Real, I mess with you 100%, but yeah, that joint was corny, man.
Yeah.
That joint was corny, man.
The candy falling out of the sky. Shaq rapping.
Oh, he was a good lyricist though. I do give him that.
I mean, he was. Didn't he have a? Didn't he have that one album? What was the first album he ever dropped? Didn't it go like at least gold or something?
In that group that he produced,
Mary.
Shaq Fu.
Mary.
I think they were before their time because they had that fast rapper in there.
Whoever did this to us.
And ain't nobody really know how to take him in. They thought he was biting off a DOS effects style.
Yeah, no. He had a lot of good production on that album too. Like half of it was produced by Scott Storch. And I mean, Scott Storch is a legend in the hip hop industry. In my eyes, I think it goes Dr. Dre, Jay Dilla, and Scott Storch. But that's just my opinion.
Talking about as far as producer wise?
Yeah.
Johnny, this one's lost.
But I don't know, honestly.
There's time. I can save him.
Dr. Dre is more of a commercialized producer.
The orders are to evacuate the hospital.
But at the same time, he's got a very wide production list and
Killing is a hell of a lot easier than
like vast. He can touch base on very. What am I trying to say? Multiple versatile genres.
No,
He's versatile.
it never got easy.
My only thing with Dre is that him and Puffy have similar styles as like recreating old stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a mixture a little bit, like a mixture of the old school with the new.
And everything went to crap when Biz Markie did all that sampling and he didn't give anybody credit. And then people started, you know what I'm saying, going against that drink. And then that's when a lot of record sales started declining. You know what I'm saying? Like the beats wasn't as sharp as they were because everybody and their mama, if you had an album out in the 80s or the 90s, you had a James Brown sample somewhere. You had at least one James Brown sample on your record.
Like not like DOA, like Death of Auto Tune, but it was almost the death of audio files in general.
None of it.
I remember that because records just were not selling. Wasn't it for like 2 or 3 years or so in the 90s?
That's it.
They're putting all this money into like hits, like hit production, hit records, and they just weren't selling.
A lot of backlash for that.
So be it.
The advisory stuff. What do you call that? The labels or whatever. The warning labels on records.
Only.
That's when a lot of sales start declining.
Was it yeah. I know it had something to do with didn't it have something to do with a disagreement between Def Jam and Sony or something?
No, it was those advisory labels with like Nancy Reagan and gangster rap. So they called it. And like before you could buy, you can go inside Waxy Maxis or whatever and buy your tapes without having to show ID. And I think that's when a lot of the bootleggers started to come in. They started making profits off of that because what you couldn't get in the store, you can get on the street.
Oh yeah. Why is there base getting dude? That still exists too, big time. Yep. At the corner store down the street from me, they still got a whole big old bootleg table.
Oh yeah, that's gonna forever be. Hold on, real. I don't think it's any way that they're gonna stop piracy, man.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Vampyr. So you want to hear an interesting story,
What's
Fred?
that?
My grandparents actually live in what is called, quote unquote, the birthplace of Dracula, Romania. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like, they for my birthday I got this thing. It's like it's called a ceremonial slash sacrificial. Uh, it's like an egg. It's this little egg, and they poke a hole in the bottom, and they use like a device similar to a straw, and they suck out all the contents of the egg, and they spit it out into this thing, and then they catch it on fire, and it's supposed to be like a lamentation or some type of sacrificial thing, and then they sit there and they paint the egg for months at a time, and then the finished product comes out, and it's like this hollowed out egg with calligraphy all over it, and like different drawings telling a story of like their journey creating this egg, of trials and tribulations they've been through throughout the whole months, the period of time creating that egg for you. And it's crazy, dude. Like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. All of this stuff. Like, I could make out just a little bit of the story on the egg. And like at one point, the person that was making this egg for me, they lost it. They found it, like just all this different stuff. They took it with them to some It was a. It was called the burial. What's it called? No, the cremation of the gods, bro. There's just so much like
I
over
need to leave now.
like seas and like in Romania and India and different places that yeah, I don't know, it just interests me, but at the same time, if you get too into it and you don't know what you're getting into, you can get lost.
Here's the leech. Here!
But yeah, dude, they take like an ash. It's a ceremonial ash because they believe in the four elements. Um, so the only way to bury their dead
It's locked.
is through the air. So the only form of burial that they believe in is cremation. And they do an open public cremation, bro.
Wow.
It's the weirdest thing, like the history behind some of these other cultures. It's kind of like, I don't know, it amazes me in a way, but at the same time, it's some of it is scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but it's like, dang, it's some cool stuff. It interests me. Like they'll take the ash of their loved ones and just cover their body in it, and it's supposed to protect them from demons and like negative energy.
It's locked, all right.
Hey, quiet one. I'm still doing a review, so if you want to check out what I think of the game, you know, check it out next week. But I think Real is about to do some share playing, man. If you want to share play next, let me know. You can check it out for yourself.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Just opening some llamas real quick. I'll be ready.
I don't have any more space for games. All my space.
Poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood.
Hey,
Mary.
did you have like a 8 terabyte?
8 terabytes is gone.
Holy moly.
This is despicable.
That's a lot of games, man.
NBA, I seen NBA 2K19.
It's locked.
And I just reserved that joint.
I cannot.
I was going to do Sparrow. Or Sparrow. Only got $10 in my wallet, so. Oh, okay. Hope you get well, man.
It's locked, all right. I can't believe I'm doing this. dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Alrighty.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. You can start a new game. Go ahead and start a new game.
I have this thirst for blood.
Those mice? Who developed this game? In this game, difficulty is tied to your actions. The more lives you take, the easier the game will be. Oh, so basically kill a bunch of people and the game will be easy.
Awesome people.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her
London.
last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed. Men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life?
Oh, you got bit in the neck.
Pending.
Oh, dude, when's that Walking Dead game come out?
I don't know. Gotta wait to E3.
Oh, looks so promising.
They waited instead of getting NBA 2K19. My plan was to wait till E3 before I spend anything else in my wallet.
Awaken from the harshness and be born
They got LeBron on the cover?
Yeah, I don't know why, because he ain't win the championship yet. This is the second time he done been
He's
on the cover.
already been on the cover so many times, yeah. Well, when he was on Miami, he was on the cover blowing the powder up into the
Oh
air.
yeah, that's right. That one, it was another time, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was in the away jersey, Miami. I have not even seen this yet. 20th anniversary edition. Oh, that's why. That's why they got Bron on the cover. Because he's been in the league for... Yeah, he's been in the league for almost 20 years. Oh, what the... What? I'm fiending for some blood. I need it. I see some on the ground. Gimme. Oh, no, I can't get it. Take it. Dude, this is like me when I drink too much alcohol, bro. This is how I feel. I need some pizza.
I was playing GTA the other day, man. And, took me to my home, and all thing I was doing was just drinking a whole whiskey. And then I decided to go to the garage because I was going to go on the street and drive somewhere. But I sobered up too quick. I wanted to see how it was if I drove drunk.
I like driving the little teeny smart car drunk as crap on GTA. It's so funny. He's gonna kill her. Oh, dang, son. Was that his wife or something?
Well, Red Dead dropped yesterday.
Oh, what? Why am I missing all this stuff, dude? I missed so much.
No.
Oh yeah, they have an edition for Red Dead that's like $200, isn't it?
I ain't getting it. I just got the one where I got like $1 million currency for GTA.
Dude, oh my gosh, I want to play that game so bad.
I reserved that one. I was waiting for that one because I had 151 in my wallet. So I was just holding off because I was going to get Spyro and The Crew 2. So I was like, well, let me wait till I get back from Florida to get The Crew 2 because I'll be back before the joint come out. And then I just so happened to look. I was like, damn, Red Dead is reservable now? Right, let me go ahead and get that.
No! Please, a moment.
And then I wasted money on Somerset. I spent an extra $10 that I shouldn't have.
Whoa! I'm getting shot! Ah, run! Dude, oh my gosh.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot!
Oh, dude, can I run?
This is a nightmare.
I think press circle and see if it'll let you
They're like,
sprint.
I need to get out of here.
yeah, there we go. They're like, it ain't human. Shoot the damn thing.
This can't be happening.
We hear you, imposter.
No,
Oh, shoot.
Please, stop. I mean you no harm.
Bro, they're strapped, bro. What the? What? Where's my gun at? Ah! I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat them all. Come
I
here,
don't
big
think you
boy.
can fight them yet.
I just gotta run.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's got a musket on him, dude.
What's going on? Oh, Mary.
What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled?
Let's go, big boys.
Oh, you gotta go.
Let's
No,
get
go
it.
away.
I wanted to go kill them so bad. Like, you shooting me 1 second, I got a knife now.
Where'd it go? Shit,
Melee
where'd
it.
it go?
Barrels.
Has it fled?
How do I get up there?
Ah, you gotta go through them
There's a
barrels.
guard right there.
Come back, you!
Hit the barrels with the knife.
Now, I can defend
Oh,
myself.
square. I was spamming R2.
Kill that thing!
Can I toggle my controls on this game, or?
Stay back!
I'm not sure.
Sorry, but you left me no choice.
You left me no choice. It's a pretty big blade.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
I know I just cut your head off, but I'm sorry. I can't get over there. I gotta go around. Whoa. This is like an infirmary, man.
Watch yourselves! This one! No, please, stop! Let's see how it lights up. Who are you? There's one of them. What do you want? I mean you no harm.
Shoot me.
I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Oh.
Listen to me. I can't make
Sucks to
any
be
sense
you,
of this.
buddy.
Please, who are you? What is this all about? What in God's That'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
I gotta get into
The sun. It feels like it's burning
the
me to the
basement or
bone.
something. Hold on a second. Dude, I'm so hyped for Red Dead.
I can't wait till it comes out. Myself, I just hope it's not no
I
big
need to
flip
find
flop.
somewhere to hide.
Over there, right now.
Dude, I think, I mean, I'm not one to hype up like game releases, but dude,
Find shelter.
I don't think Rockstar has ever had a bad release. Like even thinking back in my Rolodex to like Vice City days, even the release on console for
anybody
Vice
there?
City was clean. Like, I don't know though. And then the drop for Red Dead, their servers were great the first night, bro. I remember that. I went with my buds. I went with my buddy Seth, my homie Brandon, and then my homie John, and it was midnight release for Red Dead. And
Talk about on the
Ow, shoot.
Xbox or 360.
for 360, yeah. And bro, like as soon as we got that thing, we waited in line for like 5-6 hours just to get our place in line. As soon as we got it, we all like went over to my homie Seth's house. He had multiple like screens set up and everything at his house, and we just sat there and we gamed, dude. And we didn't have server lag or nothing, like once. I remember that was the night I got to like level 20 or something in one night. I got a mount and everything, but we were all just playing online. Because that's what I like about that game, man. You can do a solo, run like a solo mission by yourself, or you can party up in a like squad or whatever, run your missions
This
together.
one's dressed up fancy.
then while you're doing missions, you can have other like squads come in and try to attack you and stuff. You can fight them off, get bonus XP.
I don't think I ever played Red Dead too much. The campaign. I don't think I ever played it like.
I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Oh, they just killed him, or they just thought he was dead and stole his locket.
That's impossible.
No, that was a flashback. Wow. I am not gonna lie, like I like this game and I like the concept of it and the story so far, but it's kind of confusing me a little bit. I don't know what time it's set in. Is it like the 1600s?
Yeah.
In London? So this could possibly be like the Black Plague or something. Like the bubonic plague is occurring. Cause that's actually what was happening during the Black Plague, man. They didn't know what was going on. Some plague was spreading and causing people to have a desire to eat rotten stuff,
Referring to me.
and it was killing them and making them sick.
No.
What was it called? The bubonic plague.
I still have so much to accomplish.
Yeah. Then there was something worse that they don't actually talk about in history or your history textbooks. It was called the Spanish flu. It wiped out 62.5% of the world's population at the time in the 1400s. Could you imagine if something like that occurred in today's society? What it would be like? Oh, he was like, I'm not gonna turn into one of them. He killed himself.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders
Oh, that's him!
hospital.
Done. He'll live.
And now what? We
So
fight.
he was a medic.
Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Oh, something on that desk.
God. Bloody diary. 15th of October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night. The fever had made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine. Some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. For some work, Becky needs medicines. Mechanical shovel. They told me they're digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures apparently. Wow, yeah. Oh, there's a quill pen or something right there.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
probably just like, why can't I die?
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real. Mad as it is, as mad as the moon. Obtains blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Hey, don't, man. Hacking and slashing some people's face off. Plague, thirst, increase your blood absorption using bite. I don't have enough. I need more blood. I need all the blood in the London. Need to start drinking my own blood.
Man, I cannot wait till I get me another. Oh, how's your chair? You said you went to go pick the joint up.
Must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand.
Yeah, I ended up getting I didn't get that. I got a bunch of like blinds and stuff and like a dining room table. I still need to get that though. I could imagine it just be like the hell? Someone trying to break in?
That's down.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Whoa.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
I cannot enter.
Clever fucking beast.
It's locked, all right.
Use stake. The key.
I'm still in Southwark.
Over there!
I must reach
There's
the
one of
West
them
End.
vermin! Die, vermin!
A strength I never knew I had. I cannot enter.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a fire!
This shouldn't be possible. My sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. of my body. My strength, my reflexes.
It's not something.
I'm not human
Over
anymore.
his bodies.
Oh yeah. Shillings. The money. Oh, what's that? What's this? How do I get up there? Oh. Oh. I like that. Reach North Bank.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Oh, he killed his sister.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
And now that you have blood, you can unleash vampire skills.
Oh, that looks a lot better.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I can't
Nom nom
believe
nom
I'm
nom nom.
doing this. What will London have to say to me?
So you think that that's a myth, or that's true?
So many questions unanswered.
About Dracula.
About Dracula? I mean, I don't think it's to the extent that
Another corpse.
American culture has portrayed it.
Streets of London become a mausoleum.
But yeah, Count Dracula, he was a real dude. His wife was even scarier than he was, honestly. Killed more people than he did it as well.
The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of
I would love to see the real story.
I follow the scent's trail.
Yeah, like I don't think it's
lead me to my assailant.
like how Americans perceive it. I think really he was just an individual that was trying to I don't know, there was a lot of crime going on and he was trying to deal with it but in his own way. And his way of dealing with the crime was taking the criminals and literally spearing them, putting them on a spear and putting them out in front of his castle for the public to see. Like to make an example. Like, hey, if you do this, this is what's going to happen to you. And like I think it was to the point where I don't know, the government was even afraid of him or whatever, so they would just let him do his thing. And he ended up stacking, I think he ended up stacking like 200 and something bodies in front of his castle.
I apologize.
Not at once, but over a period of time.
It's been a long night.
So where'd the vampire part come into play at?
Don't worry, things can only get worse.
I have no idea, man. I think that could have been a common like misconception, because of they were I don't know, because the cleanup or whatever, like, oh, what's he doing with all of the bodies or. I think that's why they kind of like, oh, I don't know, cannibalism or he eats them or him and his wife eat them or whatever. But I think there's only one remaining bride of Dracula, but there were multiple mistresses and brides. And his real name, it wasn't even Count Dracula.
Like cool or something. Count. It had count in it though.
It was
right?
It was Tepes, which is Romanian for the Impaler, because that's what he was known for. He would impale people in front of his property. It was based on his fondness for impaling his victims. It was his father from whom he proudly took the name Dracula, or the son of the dragon. Tepes himself was no vampire, although one historic account details how he drank a victim's blood. Count Dracula is originally aka Vlad the Impaler. Vlad III, also known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula, was voivode of Wallachia 3 times between 1448 and his death. He was the second son of Vlad Dracul, who became the ruler of Wallachia in 1436. So yeah, you were right, bro. Born 1431, Sigisori, Romania. Died December 1476, Bucharest, Romania. He said he was buried and his body was dug up. and to this day is still yet to be found. Oh, and Vlad the Impaler. They say he killed an estimated amount of 40,000 to 100,000 people during his reign. And I guess in the situation where he drank a man's blood, it was to show dominance.
Hold on for a second, real. What is going on with this damn server? Hold on. This wires rewards the shack food taking forever. Send me my verification thing so I can game or whatever.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure
I
no
spent
one
the
has
night
come in
making
here
love
in
to
the
that
last few
gorgeous
hours?
bottle,
I
you
don't know
see.
and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
The sewer dog?
Who is this sewer dog?
Who is the
It's a
bloody
local
sewer
bogeyman.
dog?
Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
This is exactly what it is. Man, this... So this is a video game. This is a Count Dracula video game, pretty much.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
And the sewer dog
People
is
will always believe
Vlad
in
the
monsters.
Impaler.
It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I believe in that. We can all be monsters at times. There's some more than others. Wouldn't you say that's uh somewhat correct, Fred?
Sounds about right.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I'll leave you to... Oh, this dude. Yeah, this dude's tipsy. Leaning all over the place. Oh, he just pulled a beer out of his pocket.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a
That's
laugh.
that's a true alcoholic.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Long night, see.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
I need to meet this.
All right, let me ask you this, real.
Questions.
Do you think they're gonna bring out the Super NES Classic
I heard him open his window,
this
so I guess
year?
he's still awake. And
yes,
no.
For Christmas time?
This is a respectable establishment.
Anytime this year.
Bring it out for like a week. Have only like 200 available, and then people are gonna be selling them on eBay for like 5,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, that is a very straightforward way to explain that, but that's usually what happens. I only knew one guy in my whole state, dude, that got 2 of those Super whatever, the Nintendos. He made a killing off of them. Because he was going to keep one for his son. He ended up selling both of them, turning around, buying his son like a PS4 Pro or something, and he was satisfied with that. And then he turned around, like he threw his daughter like a birthday party, like all off of these 2 consoles.
Damn. Yeah, I was lucky to get 2 of them joints. The Super NES. Got one from Target, and then I got one from Walmart. But I was only able to get one of the NES Classic. I had to, the first time that I got the NES Classic, I just so happened to go to Walmart, and it was the night of the release. And I went into the back. I was like, well, let me go to, because it was a 25 Walmart. I said, let me go up to this Walmart, see if they're going to be launching a joint. I went in the back, and it was already people in line, and they was like, yeah, we only have, I think they said 10 of them. And I was like, well, shit, ain't no use of me going back home, because I went to Walmart at like 10 o'clock that night, and I was able to get one, and there was one lady in line. She was like, yeah, I'm going to get 10 of these, and all this other shit. And I'm like, she going to take all the damn Nintendo joints. And then she was like, well, the store manager came out, and he was like, well, you can only get one per person. Then when the Super Nintendo came out, I went to Walmart at 5 o'clock because I knew that they were going to be releasing it. And I went to go sit down in the front. By the time I came back to stand in line, I was like, it was already like 20 people ahead of me. And I was like, oh, I was here first. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to the manager. I was like, because I had talked to him before. I was like, you remember me? I was up here. I was the first person up here, and I asked you where y'all was going to release it. And I just went to go sit out in the front. He was like, yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. Then when I got mine from Walmart, I went to get the other one from Target. And there was nobody in line at Target. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I went to Target like 5 o'clock that morning. Security told me I had to get out the parking lot because I couldn't stay in that joint. So I went across the street, went to sleep, woke up at like 6, went back over to Target and just stood outside. And they just handed out slips. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't really have to rush inside because they was doing it by order. And I was number 1, and it was this fool that jumped in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hold up, bro. Nah, I was here first. He was kind of act like playing a dummy role, like he didn't know what everybody was out there standing out there for.
Yeah, you gotta love those, man.
Jump, jump, slam right in front of me, bro.
I remember that was like me one time for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 release. I had some fool jump in front of me cutting lines when I had already been standing there for like 4 hours, dude. I was there with like a group and stuff, and they just grabbed dude. They grabbed him. Like I didn't even like I didn't even go like try to get physical with this guy or anything. My homies just grabbed him and literally picked him up and set him out of the line. And I just came and walked up, and he was pissed, dude. He was pissed. He's like, "What the hell, man? Blah, 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 man." I was like trying to fight me and stuff, and I'm like, dude, come on, bro. Like let's just all get our game, go home, and I was like, and I'll see you on the battlefield, man. You can fight me and 1v1 me on that.
Yeah, they playing a dangerous game with that. Hold on, real. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. If I'm standing outside waiting, like when a game's release or consoles release, because I don't stand outside for games anymore. I just get it digitally now. But if I'm standing outside in line, bruh, and somebody jump in front of me, it's 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna get physical. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only one time I'm gonna be like, "Hey, dude, you know I was sitting here first," and if the dude be like off some, so what? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, then I gotta throw my hands because now you calling me a sucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you if you wanted to drink so bad, you would have came out early in the morning like I did. So don't cut in
Yep.
front of me because
Pitch the
I've been
tent,
waiting.
sat there with your homies, even hook up an Xbox or something. Not just come at the last hour before the game's about to release. Cut like two, three dudes behind me and then try to cut me and all of my whole group that was with me. It's like, dude, come on, man, no. And then try to pay to get in front of me in the line. No. It's just like this. It's just it was lame, dude. So I was like, I'm not gonna like. He was wanting to fight me and stuff, and I'm like, dude, it's not worth it, bro. Plus, like, there's a lot of people here, and they just saw what you just did, man. So I mean, if you would be wanting to fight or something, they'd probably join in and beat your ass. Just saying.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was just like, whoa. And then they started this like uh it was like a raffle or something, like I don't know, like a questionnaire about Call of Duty, like who can answer the most questions about Call of Duty, and you can win like this. Like they were giving out free like DLC, like season passes, just like a bunch of cool stuff. And he just left. He left the whole thing, dude. And I was like, wow, like I was like, really? Like, you got that mad to where you're not even going to get your game now? These guys are giving out free DLC, free like PlayStation, Xbox cards, like keychains, hats, the whole 9 yards, posters, and you're just going to up and leave? I was like, okay, that's up to you, bro. I ended up getting my game. All my friends got their games. You know, this dude had friends with him too, man. And they even stayed and got their game. And I'm like, you just ruined a good time for you and all your buddies, man. I don't know that I don't think I'll ever to that extent get that hype for a game though. Like I was younger. Um I don't know. I still get, don't get me wrong, I get hyped for games, but not to the point where I'm gonna wait in line for 5, 6 hours for a
But
release.
you know what it is when
Unless there was some money on the
you
line, you know what I'm
this
saying?
is
Some money to be
this is
made.
why I think that like people do that cuts stuff. They cut in line in front of people and everything. You have a misconception of gamers, right? You have a misconception of what a gamer is. You think that a gamer is like a nerd and he like a pushover, he this pussy dude. So you cut in front of him or you do something to a gamer. Oh, they not gonna do nothing. He's nerd, just Bama dude. He not gonna do nothing. But they don't realize some gamers are not what you perceive them to be. Some gamers are like cutthroat. Like I'm not saying that I'm the biggest dog in the yard or I'm the baddest dude. You know what I'm saying? I done had my ass beat plenty of times, dude. I'm not gonna lie. But the one thing that I'm not gonna stand for is I'm never gonna run from a fight, and I'm never gonna back down from anybody that try to take advantage or try to bully me. Even if I lose the fight, I can at least say, yeah, I, you know what I'm saying, I stood up for myself. But the one thing is, I don't have a lot of tolerance for BS. Like, if you come at me wrong, it's a done deal. It's a wrap. Like you can present me with respect, and we're cool all day long. We can have a respectful disagreement. You know what I'm saying? You don't agree with what I said. I don't agree with what you said, and then we can chop it up as that. But if a person comes at me the wrong way, real disrespectful, then the cut cards is off the table, man. It's like you people. If I don't tell you that I'm a gamer, I'm a chess player, that's all that you'll see. You know what I'm saying? The way that I look, the way that I present myself, you see these flashy glasses and all this other stuff, name wearing glasses, name wearing clothes and stuff like that. You may think that I do something other than what I do. You be like, oh nah, he not no gamer. You know what I'm saying? Until you get to know me. And then you be like, okay, he's a gamer. But if I'm at a spot where there's a lot of gamers at, or something that somebody consider as being nerdish, they may say, okay, well, he got glasses, he a chubby dude, he's short. Yeah, this dude ain't about nothing. And then when I flip the script on them, they be like, "Damn, why? How come you acting like that, cuz?" And all this other stuff. They don't know how to take it. So, like the short and sweet, you should never judge a book by its cover, because if you come at the wrong person, you don't know what they capable of, man. And these people that cut in line in front of these games, especially like Nintendo fans, everybody think that the Nintendo fan
Oh yeah.
is like soft. Like this dude, he cupcake material. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know, okay,
Charmin soft.
I'm I love Nintendo, but don't get it twisted. I will you know what I'm saying? I will do that work if you come at me the wrong way. So that's what them dudes think or perceive when they cut in line in front of people at like GameStop and Best Buy and all that other stuff, Black Friday, and they just figure that you a chump. So that's the way that they present you. You know what I'm saying? Well, not so much Black Friday, because you got a lot of people out there that they're not necessarily gamers, but when you see a lot of dudes out there, GameStop and Best Buy, especially when it's a game release night, they gonna try to say, okay, well, I'm gonna jump in front of this dude, and they not even a lover of the game. They just want to get the game or get the console and flip it. They not getting it to take it home and play it. They getting it home to put it on eBay to flip it for a profit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm not like trying to be negative or anything, but just my mentality is like, if you're willing to take the chance of cutting in front of me, you're willing to take the chance to either square up or whatever else comes with it. So I mean, it's just what comes with it. Like I know, dude, I know people, man, I know people where during the
Oh,
day,
you want?
man,
Hold
it's
on,
like
real.
they're like a
You want me to give it
switch.
right back to you?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. Let me stop it.
I still got
Nah,
it.
because you only got 5
Oh yeah,
minutes
no,
left.
no.
Hold on. Stop it. Then play. But yeah, go ahead.
But no, like just like growing up and stuff, I used to play. I don't know. Like, I got friends, right? Like, yeah, we're nerdy. We're not afraid to, we like getting down on some video games. But it's like you say the wrong thing, or you come around us and you do the wrong thing. Those nerds can turn into very violent people.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like, it's just like I don't know, because they usually say, man, they usually say the one that barks the loudest in the room is the one that doesn't do the most. It's the quiet ones you got to look out for. The one that's just, sits there and is standing there in line, like, and you cut him for no apparent reason, and he just sits there and he's standing there and he's just being quiet. But little do you know is he knows everybody in that
Right.
line. So it's like I understand exactly what you're saying. You got to watch, because nowadays they got people sliding up on people, dude, and blowing down on people. They got guys with straight up like fanny packs, toting guns in their fanny packs, like men, you know, with purses, handbags, straight up like blowing down on people and taking lives. So it's like we live in a very different society. So you just gotta watch, because when those words come out of your mouth, if you don't really mean them, the actions, there's always an action, equal or opposite. Wait, what is that? With every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. So it's like people just I don't know, need to be ready for that opposite or whatever that reaction is. Like I tell people, if you know what, like if you got an issue with me, like I don't have an issue with anybody in my life. Anybody that has drama or issues with me or has something negative to say about me, that's all created up in their own mind. And 9 times out of 10, it's people that I haven't even talked to for years, that they're just looking for some attention from me or something. And it's like it just goes in one ear and out the other. Like I don't know. I just believe in, if you know, you gotta stand up for what you believe in this world. And not a lot of people do anymore.
Somebody said if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, right?
You'll fall for anything and everything if you stand for nothing. And that's what it is, man. A lot of these people. I know a lot of people my age, which I'm not trying to like, talk mess or anything. I know a lot of people my age don't stand for shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be completely honest with you, Fred. Like a lot of people my age, man, 5 years go past, they still doing the same old. And they're sitting here laughing at me because I sit and I stream video games. But in all reality, I sit and I laugh at them. And I'm like, what are you really doing with your life, bro? You ain't got no house. You ain't got no place. You ain't got no roof over your head. You're sitting in the same old, living in your grandparents' shed. Like, bro, what type of life is that?
You see, like I said,
Oh no, that's
it's so many misconceptions of what a gamer is, right? And that goes back to like some of the girls that I used to see.
like I hate that,
They
man. Oh
they
yeah,
would say
dude.
like
Oh my gosh,
they would say your little show.
my last girl that
Go ahead.
Yeah, dude, I hate that. You still working on your little music thing, or you still working on your little gaming website? You know what I tell them, Fred? Hell yeah, bitch, and I'm doing it without you too.
And see,
That's exactly
and
what I
the
tell them.
twisted part about that is when that revenue start coming in from YouTube or donations or whatever, them motherfuckers want to hop on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, so can we go out?
They
Can
want a
we go
piece
out
of
to
the
the movies?
pie.
Can we do this? Can we do that? I'm like, fuck nah. You're not spending a dime of what I made because you said that my little show or this, that, the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the richest man. I gotta do what I gotta do to get by. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all the stuff that I gathered from doing streaming, from getting the equipment to do streaming and stuff like that. I'm not a rich dude. No, not by far. And I never even put it out there and try to fake like I'm a rich dude, right? Or I got money like that. I'm balling and shit like that. I'm not. I'm like the brokest nigga that you could ever fucking meet. But it's like how I get my shit is how I get my shit. I gotta sacrifice some things that I get my shit how I get my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom line. I don't rely on anybody to help me to get my shit. I don't be like, hey, can you give me a couple of bucks so I can get? Nah, fuck that. I go out and I do what I gotta do
Yeah,
to get my
no
own
way,
shit. You know what I'm
man.
saying? And the people that don't support me,
Dude, you know how it is? You know how it is for us little content creators too? Well, I'm gonna call myself a little content
I'm a little
creator because
content creator as well.
not. But dude, you know how it is, man. And I don't know, like just some people, they're just quick to judge and quick to shit on a dream. I hate that.
And I always tell people when they say, "Oh, you play video games and shit like that," I'm like, have you ever seen anybody stream on Twitch? Have you ever seen anybody stream? Do you know what Twitch is? They don't know what Twitch is. I said, well,
They don't even know what it
when you go on
is.
Twitch, when you stream on Twitch or you stream on Periscope or whatever outlet that you stream on, a lot of people would donate to your channel. And donations are like, okay, they like what you're doing, this, that, and the other. Like, so that's revenue. You may get a dollar donation every 5 minutes, right? Or within that 5 minutes, you may get a $10 donation or a $5 donation. Within that hour, that shit adds up. So you're looking at like maybe making what you made if you went to a 9 to 5 for that day, right? So they still don't believe that shit. And then when you try to show them, they be like, well, what's that? How you do that and all this other stuff? And it's still a non-belief. But then when you start making that money start coming in, them motherfuckers want to switch up. They want to be supportive now. I'm like, nah, don't fuck with me now because you ain't fuck with me before when you thought that I was, like a nobody motherfucker. Don't fuck with me now. Fuck with me. You should have fucked with me back in the day. And when I'm asking for support, like when a couple of females that I dated, right? I would ask for, just support. But I'm not talking about the financial supporting. I'm talking about, come in the stream, say hello, do this, do that, the other. That counts on viewage. You know what I'm saying? So that gets me closer to the goal. So I can, get sponsorship from YouTube and do all this other stuff from YouTube so I can get monetized and all that other stuff. So that would just help me. You don't have to like what I do. You don't have to respect what I do, but just if you're trying to be in any type of relationship with me, just fucking support. You don't have to come in and stay the whole fucking
that's what
time that I stream. Just come in, say hello, and then back the fuck out. That counts as a fucking view. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers don't see that, man.
That's what
But you know what the trip part
dude,
is?
or they
You know what the trip part is? If you ever dated a female that she always wanted to go get her hair done, her nails done, you wanted to do this, that, and the other. I don't know any nail salon that you can take them used nails back and get money back for it. I don't know any hair salon that you could take your weave out and then take it back to the weave shop and then sell it and get money back on it. You know what I'm saying? Gamers, when they buy games, If you get them from the hustle man, or you get them off the back of the truck, however you get them, and then you could take it back to GameStop once you finish doing what you're doing, and you could get the money back for it. If you living in a household with your mate or whatever, and you getting your games how you getting them or whatever, and that's not touching the living expense, then you shouldn't fucking fret about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. If it's not taken away from taking care of home, you shouldn't fucking stress about it. You understand? But it all,
Dude, I was always the type of guy. No, that's an extra expense. If a chick needed her hair and nails done, or bitch, you paying for that? I ain't coming out of my paycheck. I'm sorry. That's an extra added cosmetic expense. And if you want it done that bad, you do that. I'd never. Man, I paid one time for a chick to get her hair done. Dude, it was. I'm not gonna front with you. I don't know what this chick did to her hair, but it was kind of costly, and that was the last time I ever did it. I was like, never again. I was like, but at the same time, I mean, my mentality was like, well, I mean, what are you doing for me? If I'm doing this for you, what are you doing
and that,
for me?
to some people, that's
like,
perceived as a waste of time. Like the nail, you're gonna outgrow the nails, and you're gonna have to throw that shit away. You do the hair, you pay $200 to get your hair done. You for weaves and shit like that. A couple of months later, you gotta throw $200 away.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what
Where that? How did you profit off of a weave? How did you profit off of your nails getting done? How did you profit off
Just to do
of
what?
that?
To look good and go out to the club one time with it? That's literally it. Because I mean, a real down ass female ain't wanting to spend hundreds of dollars on her hair and nails and shit. And I don't know, like 9 times out of 10, like the chicks that I know, they didn't want to get that shit done because they're too busy at work. Like they're like, oh well, I don't want to get my hair done or my nails done. They're just gonna come off at work, or stuff like that.
You know, I'm all about the chick feeling good about herself, wanting to make herself look beautiful for you, or just something that she just wants to say, okay, well, I'm doing this for me. But don't, if you do that and you with a dude that does something else, and I'm not even talking about video gaming and shit. If you're with a guy that's doing something else, don't try to downplay on his passion, his love, when you doing something else. You know what I'm saying? When you hair done, nail done, and shit like that. Like if I'm with a chick and she want to sell roach shit for a living, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm like, okay, this bitch selling roach shit, I don't know how the fuck she try to make money off of roach shit, but I'm a supporter. You understand what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna support her.
I'm a definitely supporter.
I'm gonna support her.
You wanna
and
make?
I'm gonna put on,
you want to sell some roach shit? Okay, let's do www.roachshit.com. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support you for that. You know what I mean? But don't turn around and be like, okay, well you doing a video game or this, that, and the other or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like, nah, don't down my shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm helping you, supporting your shit, don't down mine, man. Don't belittle what I do and shit, because you never know. I mean, it's streamers. I mean, look how long it took Boogie 928 or whatever the fuck he go by. Look how long he was streaming before he blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and I constantly stream every fucking day, but like if we took every day we streamed for a couple of hours for a whole year, within that year, something will break out and happen. And I'm not saying that we'll be the next like Dr. Disrespectful or you know what I'm saying, whatever, but something in that time along will happen. You know what I'm saying? That will increase your viewer traffic or will do something else or will get you your name out there. You know what I'm saying? Because once you reach 1,000 subscribers, that's when YouTube starts to look at you. That's when you start to get like, you know, a little bit more money in your pocket because you have more viewage. And then if you constantly stream every day, you want to develop a fan base some along the way.
Well, if you must.
And then they're going to tell one person, and that person going to tell another person, that person going to tell another person. But you know what I'm saying? To do all that,
The truth.
it takes.
What do you mean?
That shit takes money, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit takes a lot because you gotta stay on top of the game. You gotta be one of the dudes that get sponsorship from some type of company or some video game developer to try to send you a review copy, or you make enough donations a month where you can just go ahead and get midnight releases and stuff like that, and then stream it. You know, as soon as it come out, you start streaming soon, 12 o'clock midnight. As soon as the game drops, you one of the first streamers that's out there streaming the content. You know what I'm saying? And people will flock to your shit, man. So, boy, I tell you, man, it's hard work doing this shit, man. It's very hard work. Very.
Yeah, people don't understand. People don't understand it because they're like, oh, well, you're not clocking in. You're not punching a clock, bro. I don't understand how you're working. I don't understand how you're making money, but you're not punching the clock. You're not working 9 to 5. That's not a job. Yeah, it is. You don't have to punch a clock when you're making stream money.
Like my man Lindsay.
Donations is tax-free money.
We this was when I was working at this Family Dollar joint, right? So my man Lindsay, I get this 49. This lady turned 80 years old, right? So I did her birthday party and I filmed it. You know what I'm saying? And I had the whole shit set up, and we were talking about it. I was like, I gotta get some equipment. I gotta get some more equipment. I gotta get a ATEM switcher. You know, ATEM switcher, you can hook up multiple cameras to it, and it's like you in a control room. So only thing you're doing is pressing buttons. You know, camera 1, camera 2, just like when you got an Elgato Stream Deck. You pressing a button and you go from scene to scene or whatever. So Lindsay says, well, if I hired you and you was just sitting down pressing buttons, I would be mad. I was like, hold up, man. Hold up. You do music. He does production work. I said, if you're working with a client, aren't you sitting down pressing MIDI keys? Buttons. The only thing you're doing is pressing MIDI keys. Okay, you press the keyboard on a certain amount of time, and now the computer records that. And
well, no, honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you don't even have to press MIDI keys. I can press keyboard keys and get the same quality as some of these producers pressing MIDI.
But you still pressing buttons. That's the whole thing. You still.
Oh yeah,
you're still pressing buttons.
Hell yeah.
And that's a better way to go, because if I'm doing weddings or I'm doing a sporting event, it'll be better for the camera person to be out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So people act more natural, because in my experience, what I've learned, when I'm filming a wedding, or if I'm filming somebody's birthday party, or if I'm doing a birthday party, when I put the camera on somebody, they always, oh, well, don't film me, or you know what I'm saying? Or they'll cheese for the camera constantly. And my clients sometimes want just like rolling pictures. They don't always want, hey, can I take a picture and people cheesing? They want to see the moments and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I got this one client that I do her birthday party every year, and I'm doing her party this month. And it was a lot of people from my ex job and shit, man. And I was like, you know, can I take a picture of y'all real quick? And they were like, no, you ain't taking a picture of me and all this other stuff. But I've been doing her party for the past 5 years now. And you know, when you come to it, you know Fred is in the back. He's a cameraman. He got a backdrop, and he roaming around taking pictures. So don't come up there and act brand new. And then these motherfuckers real. Let me tell you. I made one, you know, I charged Tammy for I think I charged her $75 for the 4 hours. Plus I get whatever I do off the pictures and shit, right? So, you know, I got my background set up. My ink, that shit costs. The paper, that shit costs. The background, that shit costs. So people want to come up, oh man, you gonna give me a discount? I'm not giving you no fucking discount. The fuck you keep coming at me with asking me for a discount? I ain't
Yeah,
made
what
no.
the-
I haven't made one dime yet, and you want to ask me for a discount? Oh man, you should give me a free picture. I shouldn't give you shit. You know what I'm saying? If you go anywhere else,
yeah.
you go to Sears or you go to whoever the fuck, you don't walk inside the camera booth and say,
They gonna charge you out the ass for some shitty quality
"Yeah."
pictures.
And I put the high quality settings on my picture.
And people, oh, I gotta get my baby's picture done. They go right to Walmart, fucking $150 for some half-ass quality picture.
And I'm charging $7 for a
And then
4x6,
they're
bro.
coming to you for some free pictures, bro. That's just that I would take that as the most disrespect an individual could give me, and I would probably flip shit on them right there.
Yeah, and I'm like,
That's
and,
just
and
me,
they
though.
they wonder, they act like, okay, why Fred? Why you acting so different and shit? Like at the job, they know I'm a free speaker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do my job, but you know what I'm saying. I say what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
That's like kicking a man while he's down, bro.
you know what I'm saying. I enjoy myself to make the time go past. You know what I'm saying? And then, but when I'm at work, when I'm doing my own shit, when I'm on my company, when I'm doing FGY Films, I'm totally different from what you see when you saw me at work. Cause I'm on my professional shit. I don't drink while I'm, you know what I'm saying, while I'm working. When the party start winding down, like maybe it's 10 minutes before the party is over, then I'll get me a drink because by that time I'm just closing up. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I get me something to eat, I get me something to drink, and then, you know, get paid and roll up out of there. But they were like, well, why you not talking? Why you doing it? Why you acting like this? I'm like, dude, I'm on my professionalism. You don't go any other way.
Yeah, this is a business,
You
man.
don't go any other where and get a service and you expect some clown shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hired a dude to take pictures at my event and he was drinking or he or she was drinking, he or she was clowning around and shit like that, I would be pissed off. I'd be like, look, dude, you know, you gonna have to go because this is not what I signed up for. So when I do my shit, I'm on my grown man type shit. I don't, even though I know these are, you know, some of my ex co-workers, and I know them very well, I don't fraternize because at this point you are my client's guest.
Are you sure no one else?
So I'm not going to interact because if I start getting into a chatty conversation, I may miss a key point that's happening at the event, and then I don't capture it on camera. And then she's kind of wondering why, well, how come you don't have as many pictures as you had, free roaming pictures as you had at the last event? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't understand that shit, bro.
I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find
Yeah. People, I don't know. There's just.
Do you know where he is?
There's a time and place for everything, and people don't understand that anymore.
Can't ask for a discount.
And then when you try to explain to them where there's a time and there's a place for everything, they just look at you like they look at me like I'm just fucking stupid. Like, oh, you're just 25. Who are you to tell me? And it's like, maybe if you would listen to this 25-year-old, maybe a lot of things in your life would make sense.
And you know, I could care less if, and I'm hard on a dollar. You know what I'm saying? So like, if a person comes up to me, I charge $7 for a picture.
I cannot enter.
And then it's like 3 tiers, so 1, 2, and 3. So I'm like, okay, you want one picture? Oh man, all I got is $6. All right, well, when you come back with that other dollar, then we could do business. Because you're not going to shortchange me, because you're gonna really.
Because you'll never see that dollar again. With people in today's society, never see that. You'll never see that again. You'll never see that dollar again. I've given so many people money, bro, that I just it's like whatever, you know. Hopefully the Lord sees it as a good deed, but I know I ain't gonna get that money back. It's like I know I'll never get it back. I don't even know why I just keep doing it. It's just like out of the kindness of my heart, but it's like it puts me in a position to think or to question, you know, if I was really down bad and I needed $1 or $2, would this motherfucker even help me? Or would he just, you know, leave me on the side of the road, you know, no sandwich, no nothing, no shirt, no nothing. It makes you question a lot of things, dude. Like it's not even, and I thought it was just me, man. I thought it was literally just me going through all this, just there's a bunch of junk in my life. Not thinking other people go through the same thing.
To the city.
And that's why we give away.
It's like, dude, everybody expects you to literally like bend over, like literally bend over for them, bro. Like everybody in this day and age. Like, dude, I have friends, man. I got well, quote unquote friends. Really hard to call them friends. Only time they call me up is when they need me, or when their girlfriend's laptop takes a shit and she needs it for school, or you know, they need their drain snaked or something. No, nobody calls me just to sit here and like talk, or you know, go on a walk or go shoot some hoops. Like, dude, it's some bullshit, man. And those were people that I grew up with, like years of my life I sat down with. We shared hoodies, bro. We broke bread together. And it's like they just I don't even care anymore like I used to care. Like that I didn't hang out with them, or they weren't coming around, or you know, now I don't even care. And they know when they hit me up, and I know every time when they hit me up, it's them needing something that they know I'm gonna charge them, because you know, there's nothing in life that's free. At the end of the day, Fred, you break it down, everything costs something. Ain't nothing in life free.
Bro, and
it's like, dude,
that's why you gotta support.
It's
you
like,
gotta support people when they do their own business and shit. You can't, like my man. He's a graphic designer, right? And he makes T-shirts and stuff like that. So he made the T-shirts that I wear on the show. Now I could have easily been like my man Mike. Could have been easily like, hey Mike, can you make, you know, me and Mike a shirt? You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength, because you know what I'm saying, that was my producer when I was doing music and all that other stuff. But this man, he has a household, so not even giving me a discount, which I don't expect it. I'm like, okay, I need 2 T-shirts. How much is it going to cost me? It's not like, can you give me 2 T-shirts? It's not. How much is it going to cost me? You know what I'm saying? If you decide to give me a discount, then that's on you. But how much does it cost me? I'm not going to come to you off no short shit, because when he asks me for stuff, he always says, hey, Fred, well, how much you going to charge me to do this? Because he knows, you know what I'm saying, both of us are in the struggle and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I support his business, he supports mine. For the cartoon that we creating, I had to get another laptop, another Mac Pro, so he can do the editing on his side, you know what I'm saying? And instead of like everybody coming here doing the editing, I got him a MacBook Pro, and you know what I'm saying, the MacBook Pro is, you know, powerful enough, and he can use that for his business and do some stuff that he need on his side, his website and stuff like that. So it's like a mutual respect type thing. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that I know that has a business, I don't try to undercut them. Like my man Gabe, my Stan folks. Now Gabe, this dude is on the fucking move, man. He's a entrepreneur to the most, man. He stays out of the country. He goes out of the country a lot, and it's a lot of people that hire him to do like advertisement works. All right, so like Gabe came to me and he was like, well, you know, I like the show. I want to help y'all grow. And we sat down and we had a discussion. He was like, okay, well, for your show, I can generate you this X amount, but it's going to cost this. I'm like, okay, we buddies, right? We I go over Stan, you know, if I go over Stan house, we go over there, hang out, play video games. But I don't use that as an advantage to be like, hey man, why don't you just do this off the strength? You know, I told him, well, look, the gaming show is not bringing in that much money. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when we do the streams, it's not bringing and a lot of money, so I can't turn around and pay you for your services. So what I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna have to find another way. So it's like a bartering type thing. Once since I get shit, you know what I'm saying?
Like an exchange of
Yeah.
services.
So once I get what I need to get to give him for the amount that he's going to charge me to do what he needs to do for my for the website and for the branding of the company, then we'll handle it that. And this has been like over 6 months ago, and I haven't came back to Gabe to be like, "Hey Gabe, can you do this?" And like, nah. Anytime I call Gabe and I call Stan, I be like, "Look, once y'all come over to the house, I'm gonna have like this little, drinking gameplay party, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna discuss business. We're not gonna discuss nothing. We're gonna just play games, so we don't bring up business." And I guess that's why he fucks with me like that, because he knows that, Fred, he not coming at me with that lame shit, trying to get some work done. He not inviting me over to the house to be like, "Yeah, since I invited you and I gave you some liquor, can you do this?"
Because you're an actual homie. You're not just somebody, using him. You're his actual friend.
And I could have, Cody, I could have been asked him 6 months ago. I mean, he does amazing work, and you can see what he does. And my channel could have been grew, further than what it is now. But I'm not going to go off the strength just because we friends. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use my platform to be like, hook me up. Like, nah, bro. When I'm able to square you away so you can do what you need to do for the show, then we straight. But other than that, you come over, we can hang out and shit like that. But it won't be no a business being brought up in the conversation. We just hanging out. That's it. We not the if we discussing anything, it's about computers. You know what I'm saying? Because hey Joe, we was at Fridays one day, right? So this is when I first met Stan and first met Gabe. Stan is Mike's brother, folks. So he watched the show and he was like, "Well, come out and hang out with me, Fred," and all this other stuff. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll come up there." So he was like, "Come up to Ruby Tuesdays." I was like, "All right, come up there, drain off the stream." And he was like, "My cousin about to come up here, is Gabe, the dude." And so we just sitting up there, the three of us sitting at the bar, and something happened where we're looking at the cashiers, the lady at the bar, something about the computer. And we both know that, well, we all recognize it was Windows XP. And then we just started getting on that conversation. It was like, they still using Windows XP in here? And then we was just going.
That's like
we was going on and
still
on.
using Windows Home.
And we was just
Windows 98.
We was going on and on about Windows XP and computer talk. I mean, it was like a nerd orgasm in that joint. If you didn't know anything about computers, you could not follow the conversation that the three of us was having. And it was these girls that was sitting beside us, and they started looking at us all like funny, like, because we was talking like this nerd type shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that joint was just so hilarious, because we sitting up there laughing and we dying because they had to keep restarting Windows XP, so they was doing like a hard reset of it. And we was like, "Oh well, yeah, the booting system is messed up. They gonna have to call a IT person in here because she don't know what she doing."
Boot sequence.
And we was just going on and on and on, and nobody could get the joke but the three of us. I mean, we was saying some computer shit, and you didn't get the joke. You could, if you didn't know anything about computers, you didn't get the joke. And they was just looking at us all strange, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Shit like that. Like, that shit was so hilarious, man. And then we had caught on to it because we saw the girls beside us making like this fucked up face. And we was just going on it, man. It was just funny, man. But
dude, I would have said to the chick, I would have been like, "You keep making that face like that, it's gonna stay like that." Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, I can be funny, but when I go out sometimes, that's why I don't go out that often. I can be I could be an asshole sometimes because I'm like straightforward. Like there was this one time, dude, I went out I went out with my buddy. Oh, it was for his like his 24th or something, and he doesn't go out much. And there was just me, him,
Good.
and then our other buddy. And
I feel like I'm back.
yeah, it's just weird, man. Like I don't know. I guess it's like my sense of humor or whatever. It's like they said it was very ironic. Like it's just like a type of like ironic humor or something. But stuff that I find funny, I guess, like normal people or like I don't know, they just don't. It's not funny to them. Like it can be taken like as a offensive or something, or I don't know. Like people, I think just people are too sensitive. But that's just me. But oh, what was it, dude? Like there's this chick, and she was just like, I don't know. You know how there's some females at the bar that are just like looking to score? Like that's like all they're looking to do is like that's about it. Well, that was one of these chicks, and she was flirting with like one of my friends or whatever. But little did she know, my friend had been in he's in a relationship and had been in a relationship for like 3 years. So she's trying so hard, dude. She's trying a little too hard at, in this situation. Anyway, she's talking to my friend and everything, right? And he's just like I could tell he was very uncomfortable, but at the same time he didn't want to be rude to her, um, or hurt her feelings or anything. So he was just trying to get her pretty much like just to get her to leave him alone. So I was like, oh yeah, I was like, you don't want to talk to him. I was like, my homie's gay. I was like, you want to talk to me? And she did, bro. She started talking to me. So in turn, I didn't really want to talk to her, but I got her off my, off my homie's case because I didn't want to get.
Go up them steps.
No, he didn't want to get into trouble. What
like
steps?
teleport up them steps. Steps right.
Oh, here.
Them steps right there. They're right there.
Oh. Alright. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, man, like my friend's he's got a boyfriend. She was like, oh, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, oh, just like, I don't know, it's just weird. And she started like talking to me. And I was like, oh, so I was talking to her or whatever. Her name ended up being like Sarah or something. And I was like, are you catching on to what I just did back there? And she was like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah. I was like, my homie over there, yeah, he's not even gay. I was like, I was like, that's his girlfriend right over there. And I pointed to her, and she was like, oh, well, why didn't he tell me like all this other stuff? I was like, oh, because I'm his wingman. I was like, that's why I got him on, I got you off his back to talk to me. And she just started like cracking up. She was like, you know what? She was like, she was like, um, she was like, a lot of the times when I come here, she was like, 9 times out of 10, it's just a bunch of guys trying to get into my pants. She was like, but I like you. She was like, in a different way. She was like, I don't even think you're into that. Like, you're not even trying to do that with me right now. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm not. I was like, you ever play Fortnite? Dude, the conversation it was funny, bro. Like, was just talking about gaming stuff to a chick, but it's like, I need to learn how to, you know, like streaming is one thing. When I'm out in public, I need to learn how to turn that off because not everybody,
it's locked, all right.
You know, not everybody's like us, man. Not everybody's, knows what DX .exe is, or no one knows what System32 or Win32 or BIOS is, or not a lot of people can think or hold a conversation on the same level as us.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, when they see,
and it's not even
when
anything.
they see the conversation, all they seeing is like 100 100 100 100.
Yeah, ones and
so,
like trying to encrypt data. It's like, what? Well, what type of language is this? And it's like,
but if you can find a chick that knows that, oh man, you good.
oh, bro, I used to have my very first ever, the very first girlfriend I ever had, man. I think I'm going the wrong way. I really think I'm going the wrong way still. I went here. Yeah, the very first girlfriend I ever had, man. I told her this. I was like, dang. Dang, Jen. I was like, you're so fine. I was like, if I had the opportunity, I would totally stick my 3.5 inch floppy drive in your or something like. I said something like that to her, bro, and she just looked at me. She was like, oh my. She was like, oh my God. She was like, that just fucking turned me on. I was like, what?
I ain't never say no shit like that.
I don't know. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what it was, bro. I was like, let me put my 3.5 inch floppy in
it's
in
something.
your drive or
It's
something
something
like
on
that.
the ground. Turn around. Turn around.
There's something right here too. Shillings.
Maybe it's something.
Right
nah.
here.
Oh, turning all the way around. Or maybe that was it.
Some currency.
Oh, there it is, right there.
There, yeah, some money. Ooh, a common handle part. Some shillings. I think her comeback. It was something like, well, I hope it's not just 3.5 inches. Or something like. I was like, oh shit. I'm finding a bunch of stuff. Aluminum shards. Aluminum powder.
It's locked.
I still don't know what way to go, man.
You try getting in that boat?
I know I gotta go in here. Yeah, it was just that body, that guy's dead body you gotta examine. Unless... Does this door work?
Enter. It's locked.
I'm so lost, man.
Gotta follow the blood trail.
Where to go? Oh.
Oh, see if you can.
Oh. There's something down there. Dead body? Oh. Oh, shoot.
think he lost a blood trip.
Rats. Yum, 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 yum. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom. Yum, yum, yum,
I
yum, yum,
have
yum, yum.
this thirst for blood.
I have this thirst for rats.
This is despicable.
Keep out. Lead plate, handle parts. Iron craft items. Or recycle items. I don't know how to equip this thing though. Oh no! I wasted a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna work on my melee item first.
But you got some more components on that desk.
Unless it can degrade.
Forget that first.
Oh, I do? Oh yeah, I got a whole box. Oh, ammo. Shillings. Is this like my bank or ammo stash? Okay. Now let's see what we can build. Common handle part, lead plate. Common trigger part. 2 spring. I need more parts. Oh, my melee weapon is quicker. Oh, I don't have enough.
You can probably hear that, huh?
Yeah. I actually gotta do that soon. Run the sweeper. I've survived one night. Oh, Captain.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
It's this first, you see. I need a drink. I'm so thirsty.
Hey, William.
Haha, yeah.
I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a step. I promise. You're my last and dearest friend.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
You can't feel it. Will, please let go
I
of
changed
me.
my weapon.
Oh my God, William, I can't stand it anymore.
He's eating them. You're eating me, William. Why you got to eat me, mate? We're friends. We used to be good friends. Now you're eating me. It is time.
I can never harm you, Mr. Hampton.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh no, boss. Boss time. Come on, big guy. Oh, where am I at? Nope. I'm over here. I'm over here. Come get me. Oh, ah. Yep. like the two-handed weapon. Yeah. Man, eat the boss. Oh, I don't know how to heal. There we go.
William, please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Ooh.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Alright, man. This game's getting pretty good.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat.
Oh, he's got a chest.
Leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And
The important thing is...
Who is
he has been stopped.
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about
That's
a
gonna
lady
be
behind
my
her
new
back.
word for
But
women.
I will tell you, she values
Scowl.
her privacy.
You've taken me to locate
Well,
the
London as
scowl.
peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal.
No.
If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London
Oh,
and
he
the
still got
epidemic.
that bullet wound,
The flu
dude.
has decimated
From
these
where he
dead
shot
and the war
himself.
still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious
Yep.
order, the Brotherhood of...
Plague.
St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician.
But first and foremost,
Dr.
I am a man who likes
How do you know who I am?
pancakes.
Maybe
No
that's-
need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions.
I think we're gonna eventually
But when
like
you
meet
took the blood
Vlad
sample from the
or
corpse of
something,
poor William,
or someone similar to Vlad the Impaler. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was William though. I think there's somebody else above him.
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
That's like ancient.
Well,
that's like ancient Catholicism right there, man.
Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital.
Spilling of the blood of
As a physician.
St. Peter.
I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contact.
I don't know. I like that game, man. I like it.
I'll be back on a little bit later on. You still there, real?
Yeah, man.
Well, I'll catch you when I get back in. All right, then.
All right, bro. It's cool
All right,
chilling
man.
with you. Sit me up.
Later.
Take it easy. Later.
Alright, I'd like to thank everybody who watched the rebroadcast, and if you're watching the broadcast, live broadcast of the game show. Now, 4 games came out the day that was on Rush, Vampyr, Somerset, and Shaq Fu. Now, I still have 2 more streams that I have to do. And I'm going to take a little break, but I will be back. Thanks to Real Doc for taking over the stream for me. And like I said, I have 2 more to play today. So, I think I'll either come back with Somerset or on Rush, one of the 2. But click that notification bell, man, so y'all know when I go live. But until then, man, y'all take it easy, and I will be back. Remember, subscribe, follow, become a Patreon member so you can play some of these games. I mean, our Patreon members of the gaming shows are able to share play these games. So we got over 600 games that you can share play today. Alright, but again, thank you for watching the rebroadcast and live broadcast of the stream of Vampyr on PlayStation Pro. Alright, y'all take it easy until I see y'all again in a couple of months. Alright.